Shalom, this is GMS Sit Downs coming back with the lesson. First off and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS for teaching us this truth and that rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect out there for spreading this word of sincerity and the truth all over the four corners of the earth. Gone. So I'm coming with a news update. You know, Moscow to west. So Moscow is the capital city of Russia. Is speaking to the west, which we know the west is America, the great whore in the Bible, also known as Babylon in the Bible, America. So the news article states Moscow to west. Remember fate of Goliath when trying to cling to power. So again, another threat from Russia towards America concerning trying to stay in power and trying to cling to power. Because what we see now is that America is again trying to hold up something which is basically impossible to keep up, because the spirit of the Most High is taking down this land called America, man. You know, so even Russia is pulling up a biblical event that happened, you know, and compares it to what's about to happen with America, man. So that's really the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai being out there, man, stating a biblical event to the events that are happening nowadays, man. Hey, call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man, because that's really the spirit that is out there, man. America is falling. America's going down. Just like how this Philistine that we in our history had, these Philistines that we in our history had plenty of wars with, King David, you know, brought him down, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Now what is being risen up today? The house of David. What is heavy out there? The spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, to bring back what? The kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the kingdom of Yasha Allah. He is the Prince of Power, you know, Hebrew for the word Israel. So that was happening back then in the time of King David and Goliath, and that's happening right now, man. You know, so an event that has to take place before, you know, we have our kingdom is Esau destroying himself, man, which the Russians are Edomites and the Americans are Edomites, man. You know, the government of America, they are Edomites, man. So this is a very spiritual thing, as a very spiritual news article that has been brought out there concerning this, man. So Russia says to America, remember fate of Goliath when trying to cling to power. Because because America is making all these statements that they have to stay in power, you know, that they have to, you know, be the world leaders. But, you know, certain other countries, they have a different state of mind concerning that. You know, for example, Russia, China. Look at the tariffs, man. So what Trump did was he raised up the tariffs mainly to shoot at China. Now China raises up the tariffs even higher for America, and guess what? The Dow Jones drops in an instant. The Dow Jones dropped in an instant, man. So that also goes into Ecclesiastes chapter 12 concerning that the keepers of the house are trembling, man. The keepers of the house are trembling because they see that the economic system is going down, man. America has fallen, man. You know, and Here it is, Russia brings out a biblical event and compares it to America, man, which is a beautiful comparison, man. So the article says the West is becoming an Orwellian version of itself in its desperate attempts to cling to power. Russia's foreign intelligence chief said, see Satan, man. Satan doesn't want me to bring out this information, man. So it says Russia's foreign intelligence chief said, if this continues, the West may face a similar fate to that of the biblical figure Goliath, you know, which was that he got taken down, man. He got taken down. So the nation of the Philistines got taken down because the biggest power, the biggest threat got taken down, which was Goliath. And he got taken down by King David, man, upon whom the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai was, with a slingshot. And now America's gonna be taken down by the nuclear missiles, man, which could be compared to that slingshot, but in the scripture it's being referred to the arrow that flieth, you know, through the sky, man. The sword that is baited in heaven, man. You know. So I want to bring out the scripture. This is Revelation chapter 14 verse 8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made the nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. So you see these nations are rising up and they are saying like, hey, the hell with America, man. America's gonna go down, man. America thinks that they can stay in power, but the nations are angry, man. The nations are angry at America. It's enough. You know, it's enough. The things that they're trying to push, the proud spirit that they have, thinking that they can stay in power forever, it's done, man. It's done. But then, on the other hand, like Psalm says, I believe Psalms chapter 2, verse 1, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? What's that vain thing that they imagine? Is that they think that they are the next to rule, man. They think that they are the next to rule, but that's not the case, man. This is all going through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. Russia, China, North Korea, they are just puppets of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. We are prophesying out there that these things are gonna happen, man. America indeed is gonna go down. America is indeed gonna fall, just like the biblical figure Goliath, who was the main enemy of Israel, man, in that time, which America is again the main enemy nowadays, man. So this is all fitting perfectly in its place, man. So why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against Yahweh and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. So after Esau destroying his own nation, there's gonna come a point that they're gonna realize that shit, our main enemies are they already know it, you know, they already know what's gonna happen. But there's gonna come a point when Esau has destroyed himself already, that now these heathen nations are gonna team up and fight against Yahweh and his angels and the elect, man, which are gonna be changed from corruptible to incorruptible, man, which are gonna be changed in the powers that they have and the strength that they have, man. And fighting against these heathen nations is gonna be a piece of cake, man, with the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, just like how it was a piece of cake for King David, man. The only thing he needed to do is one slingshot, man, to the head. And this man that thought he was all that, that was mocking King David because he was but a youth. He was ruddy, you know, a young handsome guy, a young handsome man. He was mocking him, man. He was basically bringing out that, hey, do you really think that you can bring me down, man? This small guy, do you really think that he can bring me down, man? He was mocking him. He had that proud thought, just like how America has it, man. But what does the scripture say about pride? Let me bring it out. Proverbs 11:2. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. Proverbs 13:10. Only by pride cometh contention, but with the well-advised is wisdom. And in the Apocrypha it says, pride cometh before fall, man. Pride cometh before fall. You know, so Esau's proud spirit is gonna be shut up, man, in an instant, man. When Russia has had enough of it, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai, because of course it is the Most High that decides when Russia has enough of it. This is Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So as soon as the Most High turns the mind of the rulers of the nations, the shit is about to go down, man. And you see, Russia is being roused up, man. He's being brought forth, like Ezekiel chapter 36 says, man. Ezekiel, let me see. It's like Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks in thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Which is talking about Russia, because if you go into the second verse, it says, Son of man, set thy face against Gog and the land of Magog, which is the land of Magog is Russia. Now who are the inhabitants of the land of Magog? The Russians, man. So everything that's coming to pass right now is biblical, and even these heathens, which don't even believe in the Bible, are bringing out the biblical event and comparing it to America, man. So that's spiritual in itself, man. Now let me read the second part of this article. Of course, there's more. I'm gonna put the link in the description box, you know, for brothers to read. So it says, Sergei Narishkin, the head of the Russian Foreign Intelligence Service, SVR, delivered a strongly worded message at the International Security Conference in Moscow on Wednesday. Today is Thursday. He accused the West and the United States in particular of failing to acknowledge that they can no longer dictate their will to the rest of the world. So that's the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai, man, showing America through the other nations that their time is up, man. Their time is up. It's done. So with that, the last scripture. The devil. Revelation 12:12. It says, Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, which is Esau, the so-called white man, is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. And it's being made known unto him even the more by these other nations, man. Even by his own nation. Like, look, your time of rulership is over. Even though they are the same nation, you know, Yahushua spoke about it, man. If Satan is divided against itself, how shall his kingdom stand, man? Which that's happening right now. So how can his kingdom stand then? he's gonna bring down himself, and then he's gonna realize, like, shit, we gotta come together and we gotta fight against Yahweh Shemel Shai, his angels, and the elect, man. Which that time is approaching, man. So with that, I'm gonna say, call Allahim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, wa Haraka Kudash. Shalom to the elect.